Hello friends, and welcome to Sunny Side Up Yoga with Amy. I'm Amy, and this practice is for you, well, if you have feet. So we just don't give our feet enough TLC. So runners, you use them a lot. Walkers, you use them a lot. You might cram them into high heels or maybe shoes that don't fit the best. So today's practice is time to just take a deep breath and dig into our feet to make them happy. We're going to start standing. If you want a chair next to you for balance for this first couple of minutes, feel free to grab a chair. Also, we're going to be doing one kneeling position, and if it feels best for you to have a rolled up blanket or towel to put between your sits bones and your heels, then maybe pause the video and grab that now. Okay, here we are in standing position. Now, I want you to draw your awareness first to the balls of your feet. So pick up onto the ball of your foot and just kind of start to rock it back and forth. Now, this isn't about your ankles right now. We have the tendency to just want to roll our ankles in this position. This is on the ball of your foot and just kind of moving it side to side. Good. Okay, let's pause that, and now we're going to take our focus to the top side of the ankle. So you're going to find that chair if you want it for balance, soften that standing leg, and bring your right leg behind you. You're going to rest the tops of the toes and starting into the top of the foot, resting on the ground. Now you can decide how much pressure you want back there. So if you need to alleviate a little bit, lean forward. If you want to give it a little bit more, lean back and just feel that nice deep stretch through the top of the ankle or front of the ankle. Good, one more breath here. And then we're going to slide that foot forward, root the heel to the mat, sit back, and think about reaching for the toes. Flex the toes, so that means bring them back towards your shins. Put a nice flex in it. Now this is also a great pose to do against a wall. So you could actually get a little deeper into it if you put your foot, the ball of your foot, against a wall and try this. Good, one more breath there. And we'll come back up to standing. Good. Let's do the same thing on the other foot. So dig into the ball of the foot a little bit. Working through side to side. Maybe little circles on the ball of the foot. Again, remember, it's not about your ankle. It's about keeping pressure on the ball of the foot. Beautiful. Let's take that leg back behind us now. Turning the top of the foot down toward the mat, putting a little bend in that front leg, and then decide how much weight you want on that ankle stretch. So do some nice deep breathing here. Always nice too to work on our balance. Ooh, that is a deep ankle stretch. All right, let's slide the foot forward, root the heel to the floor, sit back, flex the feet, really pull the toes back towards you, maybe even reach down for them. Good, that stretch in the back of the ankle, through the soles of the feet, through the toe joints. And then let's go ahead and we'll come back up to standing. We're gonna meet in a downward facing dog. So let's do a nice transition there. Inhale, standing nice and tall, and then exhale, just dive it forward here. Soften the knees a lot. Think of lifting a little through the arches of your feet. Check it out. Are your toes nice and spread here? And then go ahead and step back. Find a high plank. And then let's kind of roll through the feet here, rolling to the tippy toes and then pressing the heels back. Fingers are spread nice and wide. Roll back and then lift the tailbone up and back in a downward facing dog. Don't worry here about how straight you get your legs. Rather, all the focus is on the feet. We're going to articulate through the feet. You're going to lift the right heel further away from the floor, press into the ball of the foot, knee is bending. Now we're going to transition, roll all the way through, tippy toes, onto the front of the toes, and onto the front of the foot. And then let's repeat on that same side. Nice and slow on the way back, articulating through the foot as you move it. Good. And then go ahead and do that on the other side. So lifting the heel, really digging into the ball of the foot, and then up and over the toes. And back again. And repeat. Good, one more time. Big focus on the articulation there. And all the way back. We're gonna lower down to a kneeling position. So bend the knees, bring them to your mat, and sit back. Okay, so we're gonna meet in kneeling now. I mentioned a rolled up blanket or towel at the beginning of our video. If you have that now and you wanna place it between your heels and your rear, go ahead and do that. And then come forward so you can tuck 10 toes under, and then you're gonna walk your palms back toward your body. Oh, and that's a really deep stretch through the feet. They need it. Now listen, we're gonna take that further. I want you to look down and actually spread out the toes. So that baby toe might just wanna kind of ride along with that fourth toe, but actually open it and move it away so all 10 toes are getting a nice deep stretch. Good, and we're gonna breathe right here. Let's talk about our shoes for a minute. Think about what you cram your feet into every day. And we really wanna spread and open those toes. It's just like if we couldn't open our fingers, think of how limited our range of motion would be. So your feet are the same way. If those toes eventually get stuck together, it really changes your whole gait. So to open those toes means better balance. Oh, let's release that. So come on forward and then untuck the toes. Now we're gonna go into a front side ankle stretch. So it's going to be in a child's pose, but we're gonna nest the right foot on the top of the left foot. And then from there, press back into your child's pose. Good, so you're feeling a nice deep stretch through the right front ankle. And then also, you're pressing on some pressure points in that left foot. So really dig into that, breathe deep right into your feet. And then we're gonna switch sides. So you're gonna lift up, and now you'll nest the left foot into the bottom of the right foot. Sit back, start to feel that stretch through the ankle on the left foot. And breathe in, and breathe out. A nice foot release. Good, from here, we're gonna lift up, and then you can meet me in a seated position. So whether you wanna be crisscross or you want one leg extended, it really doesn't matter. Actually, for a moment it does. I want you to extend your legs so you can look at your 10 toes. Now don't be hard on them. People are so hard on their feet. But go ahead and give some gratitude to your feet. And I want you to try opening 10 toes as wide as you can. All right? Good. If you notice there are some toes that don't have space between them, or some have more than others, this is going to be what we need next. We're going to actually take our fingers and interlace them through our toes. So that might mean just the tips of the fingers for you if your toes are super tight together, or you might be able to come up to the second knuckle even. So you're going to interlace the fingers between the toes. Good. And now again, it's not about the ankle, it's about the feet. But just kind of rotate, kind of wring out and twist through the ball of the foot and the toes. So when we add movement like this and we're spreading them out, it's helping with the circulation in your feet. So really dig in. Couple more twists and rings. You know, you could sit in a chair to do this. You could do this while you watch TV just to practice getting that spread through the toes so they don't start to overlap. Okay, good. Take the fingers out and then just do some comparison here. Now spread them out again. Now just relax the feet and just see how that foot feels, the one that you already did, right? It's a little more energized. Let's do it to our other foot now. So interlacing, fingers between the toes. Man, I told my video guy he could zoom in on my feet. That's big. See, we usually don't like people looking too closely at our feet, but it's okay, and your feet do so much for you. Give them the TLC that they need. So another thing that I'm a big fan of is rolling through the soles of the feet. So if you have a golf ball at home or a tennis ball or a physio ball, rolling from the ball of the foot toward the heel. And when you do that, if you hit on any, I call them speed bumps or spots in the foot that kind of make you catch your breath and hold it, those are the areas that you probably need to stay on and wiggle through. So try rolling your feet if you have a ball at home. If you don't, pick one up. Okay, go ahead and remove your fingers and then extend the feet out and just give them a little wiggle and a little love. So there we go. For all my runner friends, or for friends who put their feet in inappropriate shoes all the time, or even if you have some arthritis in your feet, gotta delve in to giving your feet the attention they need. Thanks for joining me today. If you haven't already, if you could hit subscribe, that would be fantastic. And I'll see you next time, friends.